Hello everyone, I'm RecB5,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005.
Yes. And today, before we start the game, we're going to start off with a little replay, because we like to do that kind of thing. And this one is going to be a breakdown of a RecB5X originated play.
Yeah, you wanted to take a look at this one, actually. You found it curious.
Yeah, and just a little bit of a history here. RecB5X, although he's not really a passing guy, is big on ball control.
Yes.
And you actually more or less created or invented a lot of the short pass patterns, actually, that even I use in my offense. And one of them, there's several. There's the custom slant pattern that we both use quite a bit.
Yep.
The very short curl that you call the stick route.
Yep.
Because you actually watched videos on YouTube of teams that used these kinds of pass routes, and that's where you got your ideas from.
Oh, not only that, I was looking up stuff on like Little League football coaching and shit like that.
Yeah. And so anyway, this particular route, I believe, is called a spot, right?
Yep, yep.
And so you got to pay attention to number 88 in the right slot there on this play. And basically, we're up against the Tigers here.
Yeah, and they're an all Madden quality defense.
Who are an all Madden quality defense.
And I audibled to something else from this, so
yeah.
Then we got the tight end in the slot.
You got a tight end there, and you got the fullback playing wide receiver.
Yeah, but who says he can't?
And another fullback playing the slot on that side, and I think you actually have a wide receiver playing wide receiver over here.
Yeah. And then this wide receiver is actually a converted wide receiver. He's converted to wide receiver. He used to be a halfback.
Yeah, this may have actually been an exhibition game because you've got the second string quarterback in there too.
Yeah, I believe this is Alex Ball, and he's a 90-some-odd speed running back.
Yeah.
And then there's Mitchell, career backup.
Yeah.
In the quarterback position.
So this looks like it was probably an exhibition game, and that's why you've got all these second stringers in.
That's right, yeah.
But anyway, we're playing against the all Madden Tigers here.
And they're in a man lock defense.
Basically, what they did was they put a 4-3 defense out in response to, by the looks of it, it was a big set of some kind that you had going on.
Yeah, I think it was probably my full house formation.
Yeah, and so as a result, they put a 4-3 out there, and they were just playing man under 2, basically.
That's right, and so they just are continuing to play man under 2 in this situation.
And with all these little short pass routes that you drew up and invented, basically what you were trying to do is figure out a way to deal with aggressive man-locking defenses.
That's right, because they tend to stack the line and everything else. And prior to this, they had probably brought the safeties down. They probably backed them up in response to this audible. But usually when a team goes and they bring the safeties down to the line, I will respond with this audible.
Yeah.
And just spread them out to see what they're doing. And if their safeties don't go deep, then I'll audible the running back to a streak. And you guys have seen that in replays before.
Yeah.
But here, it looks like they're just going to stick to their man coverage defense. They backed all the safeties off. And so we'll start running the play here. And really the important thing here is about timing, right? So if we take a look at this, right, ball's back is still to me. He's the guy I'm going to throw the ball to here, right? His back is still to me. His back is still to me. I take my steps, I stop, plant my feet, and I'm already throwing the ball. He still hasn't made his curl on his spot route yet. All right, I'm already throwing the ball. All right, and that way, by the time he actually turns around, that ball is already in the air, right? And it just comes right to him, and I lead it to the inside because I know that coverage guy is superhuman, so I want to create as much space as possible, right? Which kind of forces him to shuffle sideways to catch that. But if we were to take a look here, right, like on timing for passes, if this route to McCoy here, right, is just a short stick route, right? He runs 4 yards forward and then curls around, right? Not even 4 yards.
No, it's like 2.5 yards, basically.
Yeah. But right here is where you should already be looking to throw it at him, right? Like, you should already be looking to throw it at him right here. And if he was sufficiently open, which I guess he might be, by intents and definition, right? Because this guy's playing a bit of a cushion, and he's maintaining that cushion as he gets off the line. So, you could throw it to him there, right? But you'd want to throw it to him right here so that when he turns around right there, that ball is already released and in the air towards him, right?
Yeah.
Same thing goes with the guy on the other side here, right? By the time that he's here and starting to turn around and look this way, this ball should already be at least a quarter of the way to him, right? And then all he has to do is react and move towards it. But if we get a lock on the ball here, so I actually got to do this for a sec. If I can get a lock on the ball here, come on, ball. There we go. I'm gonna get a lock on the ball so that I can watch as we throw it to a guy named Ball.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you see here, right? I'm throwing it right now, right? I've already started. In fact, I probably pressed the button like right here as soon as my feet were planted. But I cock up and I throw it. By the time he starts to turn around, it's already in the air. And it's actually heading fairly to the inside of him, so he has to make a move over here to catch it, right? But it's all about that timing, right? And if you throw it with this kind of timing, the idea is that it'll get there to him before any defender can react and make a break on the ball.
Yeah.
Right? And also, because this is a man coverage scheme, he's hitting this seam in the middle here. Now, in real life, maybe this guy, as he backs up and maintains his cushion, would be smart enough to sort of drift towards this direction. But even then, like, I'm still throwing this way to the inside anyways, right? Like, he'd still wall the guy off with his body.
Yeah.
With the move that he has to make there. And that's part of the reason why you throw it that way, is to make absolutely sure that there's no way that this guy can get involvement on the play no matter what.
Yeah, and what this does is it actually, I believe it's about a 6-yard route. But
that's right. It goes from here to here.
Yeah. But it turns into usually about a 10 or 12-yard gain because of the space that's created between the receiver and the defender. Because if you finish this now, right, even though that's a fast linebacker, well, look at that, you got another 5 yards on the after the catch.
Yeah, well, he's probably like a 90-some-odd speed linebacker too, right?
Exactly.
But he can't react fast enough.
Yeah, he can't react fast enough, and basically by the time he catches up to the receiver, you've already picked up another 4 or 5 yards after the catch, right?
Yeah, and here I'll run this at speed too.
Yeah, so this is a really safe play that you can run against man coverage, even in like third down and moderately long yardage situations. Like 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, even maybe 3rd and 10, right?
Yep.
Because if you can get that kind of separation, you might even be able to pick up 10 yards on this play against a very good defense like these guys.
Yeah, because it gives you enough time to actually get yourself turned around. Now, again, in a real-life situation, as I said before, I suspect that this guy would maintain his cushion to the inside.
Yeah.
Right? And so then you'd have less room to run with this after. This would be like a catch and then a tackle, right?
Yeah.
In real life. But
probably, yeah.
In Madden, because they don't actually drift to the side while they're maintaining their cushion, you can do this kind of thing and get away with it, and that goes from a 6-yard pass to an over 10-yard pass to what is that? What would you say that? 12 yards?
Yeah, probably. You probably netted about 12 yards on this play. Yeah,
and so that's a good way to.
You're down at what is that? The 38-yard line.
Yeah.
Right. So what's the line of scrimmage here?
The line of scrimmage is.
Oh no! Wait a minute. That's not the 38. That's the 42-yard line.
Yeah, 42. So yeah.
So you're at about our 45-yard line, and you make it to about there. Okay, let's run that play again. Yeah, you make it to about there 42. Right?
Yeah.
Or 47? No,
47.
42.
Nope. Oh yeah, 42. Yep.
So yeah, that's like a 12-yard gain, right?
Yeah. Oh, you're better at the mathing than me. I just kind of blanked my brain out for that one.
Well, anyway, yeah, well, I'm not really good at the mathing today either. It's still kind of early in the day, and I'm still working on my first cup of coffee. But anyway, yeah, it's like a nice way to throw a very safe short pass, which is your style.
Yeah, well, and if they're going to run man coverage against you over and over and over again, especially if you want to play it safe, you throw this kind of thing against them over and over, or you can throw the slants, which get you about a similar amount of gain. Occasionally, you can get away with throwing the outs, but they're a higher risk pass because a sufficiently aware coverage guy who's very, very fast can sometimes jump in front of that one, so you want to be careful with it. But this is like as safe as it gets, and it's still going to get you about 10 yards on average.
And basically the other two guys running the extremely short curls are your outlet guys in case someone plays a sneaky zone in the middle or something.
That's right. And if you run this against a zone defense, you're maybe going to get like 5 or 6 yards. Zone defenses tend to be a bit better against this, but the short stick routes on the sides are what you'd throw in those situations. And then occasionally, if they crowd everyone to the line, regardless of the coverage, if you've got a fast player like I do here with Alex Ball in the slot, he's got like 92, 94 speed or something.
Yeah.
Then that's when you audible to the streak and you throw it over their heads and you try to get away from it, except for when the game gives you a scripted overthrow.
Yeah. Anyway, just a little bit of an interesting breakdown on how to beat man coverages.
Yep.
Anyway, well, I guess we better move on to the game.
Yeah, we'll be back with the game. And we're back.
Yes, and we're just reviewing the emails here because we have been reminded more than once that we should pay attention to such things in case we have difficult players and that kind of thing.
Yep.
But so far, the ship seems to be sailing in the direction we want to go. We've got no unhappy players. In fact, here is a email from Bo Jenkins that says, one of my friends just called me and told me I was named Horse Trailer Player of the Game. John and Al must really like me. I didn't think I had that great a game. I only threw for like 350 yards and 4 touchdowns, right?
Yeah, well, you know.
Anyway, so far after 2 games, actually, Bo Jenkins leads the league in most significant passing statistics, including passer rating and yards passing and touchdown passes and that kind of stuff. Oddly enough, though, even with all those big numbers, I don't have any receivers in the top 5 for any category because I spread the ball around so much, right?
Yep.
So anyway, and defensively, even though on defense, according to the rankings, you're only at 21st in the league, but one significant thing that should be noted is that so far in the first 2 games, your red zone scoring percentage allowed is only 50%.
Ah, just luck.
That means that it's a coin flip. Once a team crosses our 20-yard line, you flip a coin to see if they actually score or not. At all. Like even field goals, right?
Heads you take a shot, tails you don't?
Yeah, heads you get some points, tails you don't. So if you manage to keep that up over the course of a season, well then I think that's the sign of a very dominant defense. I don't care how many yards you give up or anything like that, right? Because I think that there are 2 really important defensive categories or statistics. One of them is points allowed, and the other one is red zone defense. And if you've got a strong red zone defense that keeps them out, 50% or so of the time, then we're always going to do well.
Well, I'll do my best.
Anyway, here we go, going into week 3. And our week 3 opponent is the St. Louis Scorpions, who appear to be pretty similar on paper to us, actually.
Yep.
So we'll have to see.
Again, though, another team that has developed their offense without developing their defense.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, personally, I think that teams that work on defense do better against us. But, because really all that building the offense up does is it can potentially result in a shootout, but we usually can outgun those types of teams too.
Yeah, and at worst, it maybe results in 1 extra score.
Yeah, because I find that teams that don't work on their defenses and have really weak defenses on paper like that, I could just pick them apart most of the time, right? And offensively, like when you're on defense, you don't give up big plays and that kind of thing, even if they manage to amass some yardage.
Yep.
And eventually the scales just tilt in our favor. Eventually they fail to score 1 or 2 or 3 times.
Well, if they kick field goals and we score touchdowns, we'll win games. That's the way I look at it.
Yep, pretty much. Are we still in work in progress here?
Yeah, okay. Even though we're not really a work in progress anymore, I still haven't gone back and renamed the playbook again.
Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, I think that so far Like you're averaging only 10 points allowed per game in the first 2 games, which is pretty good. Like the yardage, that basically that ranking is based on the total yardage allowed.
Yep.
So you're 24th in the league in yardage allowed, but you're only 3rd in the league in points allowed.
Yep.
So that says something about what really matters when you play defense, right?
Although I'm kind of shocked that I've leaked as much yardage as I have, because it's not a result that I typically get. I guess it's just the way the team is designed or something like that. The way we've got things built up here.
Our first 2 games have been against high-powered offenses too, though.
Yep.
Right. And this game is against a high-powered offense too. There's your target, Rugby 5X.
Yeah, number 1.
You see the bullseye on his chest there?
Yep.
Yeah. See, my objective when I play defense is that no matter what happens, the quarterback has to get up, pick himself up off the ground after every pass attempt. That's my goal. And if you do that enough times, you can either knock him out of the game or make him throw bad passes.
Oh, see, I'm just sitting here crossing my fingers and going, please don't make a first down. Please don't make a first down.
Well, that's why, though, like I tend to blitz more than you do, although you started to do that a little more this season. Oh, look, Parkman's a team captain this year. Okay, well, it looks like we won the toss. Well, I guess it doesn't really make much difference. There doesn't appear to be a wind very much.
Yep.
So I think we'll elect a kick.
Hey, you know what? At least Parkman has the speed to get up to the line.
Yeah, he's not like that offensive lineman in that other side league that we play where he's got like 12 speeds. So the ref is out there tossing the coin and the guy's still only halfway out there, right? Okay.
You could never run a hurry-up offense with a player that slow on the field.
No. It just would not work. Anyway, I guess we'll set up the audibles. Yeah, I noticed in franchise mode actually that you usually don't start getting malcontent players until about season 4 or 5, because by then some of your backups have been developed to the point where they could possibly be starters.
Yep.
And then some of those guys will grumble a little bit if they're not getting playing time, right? Usually in the first 2 or 3 seasons you don't get too much of that, because most of these guys are shocked that they're actually getting paid to play football at all.
I just kind of look at it as, like, even these crap players, they all have potential, right? Because they all have certain particular attributes that, if you develop them, they can be desirable players,
Yeah.
right?
Well, look at what you're doing with your middle linebacker, right? I mean, the guy's almost as slow as Parkman, but, like he got an interception already this season in the red zone, no less. And he makes, pretty good, he's a pretty good defender against runs up the middle and that kind of thing, because he can tackle. Oh, yeah. I just saw a picture there.
Oh, that was at
Charlie Clemens. Charlie Clemens. I was looking at the statistics, like the league statistics.
Yep.
He's got 2 interceptions already this season. So
wow.
Yeah, that might be somebody to watch out for there.
Yeah, you're gonna watch out. You're gonna want to be careful of him, because he also usually leads the league in tackles.
Yeah, well, he's quick, and I imagine he has very high awareness too, right?
87,
Yeah.
so good enough to be a starter.
Yeah.
And he's a decent tackler, too. Not very good catching.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, but he does have 2 interceptions.
But yeah, our middle linebacker is just Edwards. He's slow. He's not very strong. He's very smart. Got okay agility and acceleration. He can't really catch, but he can tackle about as well as Charlie Clemens can. That's about average for a starter, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's a very average player, but you managed to get the most out of him just by the way that you use him, right?
You know, I designed my playbook such that I could use any team and take any player and put them in any position. Like, take the worst players in the league and run my system, and the system will carry them through, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's a product of the system. Now, that means if I have an exceptional player, they can actually hamper my ability to play, too, right? Like, wide receivers can be too fast.
There, I was going to make a change, actually, on the kickoff coverage.
Oh?
Yeah. There we go. Let's go here. Okay, he's over there. Yeah.
Oh, you want Danny Jones over where Marco Gooden is?
Well, I was thinking about it, but then again, maybe I won't, because Gooden's not a starter this season.
That's right.
So
I
just didn't like the idea of having a potential starting player in that position where he could get hurt, right?
Play will be the first of the game for the offense.
But I think you've got enough depth now at corner. It's not like last season where it's like every time I kick the ball off, I'm praying that somebody doesn't get hurt, right?
It's 1st and 10. The backs are lined up in an eye. They give it to the halfback. He shakes
Gang tackle.
and he just got level.
Yeah, you know that whole deal about what happens when
Yeah, the first guy in missed, but the next two guys got him.
Well,
Yep.
the unstoppable force won that one.
Ball on their own 24. The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Scorpions line up in trips bunch. Throws it. This one
Nice
falls
play there.
complete.
Yeah, he's trying to get something over the middle there, but I had a guy in a zone there.
Running backs in the league against one of the most dominant defensive units.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it. It's the old strength versus strength thing. This defense has a great front four and good team speed. This can be a heck of a game.
Loosening up the coverage on the outside. Kelly sends a man in motion. Dropping back with the throw. He hits his receiver.
Yep, the old make him throw short in front of the first down marker and then tackle him.
Yep.
I talked to Coach Pennell before the game. He said they need to be able to finish the game strong. They've had some problems becoming complacent after getting
Well, see, if they did that all the time, they would actually move down the field.
Yeah, if their second down play had been something like that, then yeah, they would have made a first down on that pass.
And he waves for the fair catch. The offense is heading out onto the field for their first drive of the game.
But they're always trying to stretch the field, right? And get that big play.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Calling an audible. Jenkins with a man in motion. Hand it off. Big hit on the ball count.
I think I was a little too impatient there. I didn't wait for my blocker to get out in front of me. Eh?
He just got
Well, you still got some yards, though. 3 yards ain't bad on a run play.
It's 2nd down and 7 to go.
Right, if 2/3 of the time you get 3 yards and 1/3 of the time you get 4 yards.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. With the throw, breaks free.
Had to wait for that safety being tricky there for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's like he looked like he was going to drop down there and cover that, and then suddenly
He faked out.
he changed his mind.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his coverage assignment was, but apparently it wasn't that.
No, obviously not.
Either that or he just blew his coverage assignment. I mean, that's equally as likely, right?
That could be too. Yeah.
Comes in motion. They'll pass on 1st down. With
Go
Curtis.
easily!
He finds Curtis records the tackle at the 30.
He's a load to bring down, too. He's bigger than that guy. He's a head above that guy.
Yeah. Well, he's basically this pattern is normally thrown to a wide receiver, but because I had a different formation out there. When I audible to this play, the tight end is actually playing there, and the wide receiver is actually playing halfback.
Yep.
Right? Like, suppose I could have thrown it to him, but historically speaking, it seems like every time I run this play to a wide receiver in the audible, they drop it. So I figured I'd throw it to Easley instead, because it looks like he's got a favorable position there, right?
Yep.
And the defender, yeah, well, okay, maybe he could have been a little more aware, but because they're a weak defense anyway, I figured I could probably get away with it.
Yeah, probably against a stronger defense, you still could have thrown that, but you'd have had to throw it as a bullet.
It probably would have been or it possibly would have been a knockdown, right?
Possibly.
You know, like they would have knocked, that player would have been a little more aware, and he would have stuck a hand up and knocked it down.
Well, it looked like Easley was able to create that space on the break if you were able to throw it as a bullet.
Yeah.
But it looked like the defensive player made up that space once the change in direction was over. So you would have had to throw it as a bullet.
Have to get the ball inside the 20 to convert.
Set. Purple. 19.
Jenkins with a man in motion. Looks like he's calling an audible. With the pass. Great pass.
And that's a touchdown.
That was just a great job.
Yeah, well, like I said, I designed this offense to work around Kelvin Allen. He doesn't run the ball as much in this offense. He's more of a pass receiver because I'm looking to. He's the only speed player that I have on the offense, right?
That's because all the other players run too fast.
So I'm looking to use him as my speed player for big plays, right?
Yep.
The kick is up, and the extra point is good.
Yeah, it's like I said, there's such a thing as a wide receiver being too fast.
Yeah, well, not for me, because I have like we sort of demonstrated your short passing method at the beginning of this episode, but I'm more of a deep passer.
Yep. And so speed matters a lot more to you.
You know, like what I'm looking to do is
from the 4.
Basically run the ball if I can, but if they don't want to let me run the ball, I want to throw a long bomb, right?
Yep.
First and 10. Only one man in the backfield.
There you are.
Big tackle there.
There's going to be no running today.
Ooh, yeah, that was a tackle for a loss, too.
And it really pays off when you make stops like that.
It's second down and a long way to go.
Well, this is going to be probably some kind of pass. They don't usually run much out of this formation.
Throwing short to his left.
Screen.
To the wide receiver.
It actually worked, too.
Well, that time I was in a more zone-heavy defense, so that's kind of my bad. Right? And that was the guy who was playing the zone out there who ended up getting...
He got flattened.
Pancaked here, yeah.
Oh, well. These guys do have a pretty strong offense, so you're going to have stuff like that happen once in a while.
Oh, Ben French.
Yeah. That's just dumb.
So he's called for encroachment.
Yeah, he jumped early and touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow the whistle.
It's now first and 5 after the penalty. Kelly with a man in motion. Going to the air on first down. Gets rid of it.
Danny Jones knocks the ball away.
Yep. He's got enough range to cover that one.
Yep.
Well, you know how it goes. They're going to sit there and try to test their luck, right?
Yeah. Well, they're going to throw deep, and they're going to try and throw those screens and swing passes, right? That's what their main strategy is going to be.
Get the call.
Well, I couldn't get off my guy, but I did manage to hold him in position there.
Yeah, well, that's one of the advantages to playing the man defense that you play a lot of too, though, is that when you man lock like that, you have a lot of defenders that suddenly move in to fill up those gaps between the linemen, right?
Sedbury, the lone setback. Dropping back. Under pressure.
Ooh. You have a spy there or something?
No, actually, I was just running a regular man coverage defense, but I think what ended up happening was they left the running back in the block.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep. Yeah, you can see it right there. Right, he's got man coverage on the running back that stayed in the block, and that's why he's right there.
That's right, although I have faith that Miller would have brought him down.
Back to the game.
Right, because that was the same kind of scenario as we saw on the last drive.
Yeah, that's why, though, you know, when you leave a running back into block, quite often those little short passes over the middle don't work so well.
That's right, yeah.
Because if you do have a linebacker assigned to cover that player, wow, I'm glad that rolled in the end zone. If you do have a running back assigned to cover that player, well then, or a linebacker assigned to cover that player, he's just going to hang around in the middle like a spy, right?
That's right, yeah. Well, sometimes he might blitz. I think it depends on the play, and it also depends on the player.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button there.
Yeah, instead you hit a lineman in the head.
Yeah.
That's an illegal pass.
Well, no, it can happen. See, I'm going to do a little bit of Rec V5X passing here now, too.
Surveying the field.
There you go.
I'm not quite as skilled at it, but
Number 59 makes the play.
that's okay. It got me some positive yards.
Well, and I mean, if that's the worst outcome scenario, that's really not a bad outcome scenario or outcome to have there, right?
Yeah. Well, after that first down play, that's basically what I was trying to do, was get some positive yards just so that I would have, you know, like a somewhat makeable for third down here, right?
Yep.
Drops back. Gets rid of it.
And then he dropped it. But you know what? That happens a lot on third down. Right?
The receiver just couldn't get it under control.
Yeah, because Golston's actually got reasonable hands, too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if that had been a second down pass, he probably would have caught it, right?
Yeah, it makes you wonder, too, if like a player's awareness affects their ability to make plays when it really counts, like their ability to be a clutch player and things like that.
I don't know. All I noticed is that, you know, like probably 3/4 of the drop passes that I get are on third down, right? It's how they stop the drive, basically. You know, most of the offensive plays that I run are designed in such a way that I'm going to have somebody open.
Yep.
They can't stop me by playing like good defense. So basically, you know, like the scripted drop is kind of the way that I get stopped, right? And occasionally I make a mistake, like I did on that first down play where I pressed the wrong button and threw the ball the wrong way, right?
Yep.
However, if he drops another one, then I've got another running back to put in his place. And he will find himself sitting on the bench. There's the screen again.
Yep, but we had our full man coverage out there that time.
Yeah.
And they left some people in the block there, so it's one of the guys who had a man coverage assignment on the guy in the block who ended up making the tackle on that play.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny how that screen works, so now they're going back to it.
Yeah.
Here's the punt.
Wow, they have a good punter, man.
Yeah, I was reviewing the stats, actually, and he is near the top of the league in hunting success, right?
He's the best punter in the league, and that's why he gets the big bucks.
Number Number 86.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Created problems.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, that it looks like easily just got pushed into the backfield there, and you got stuck on it.
The thing I like the most is how prepared he always is.
That's a bad thing about having a dedicated receiving tight end, though, is he's not a very good blocker, right? Sometimes that kind of thing can happen.
Allen in motion. Surveying the field, throwing, and he hits his target. Wolf punishes the ball carrier at the 21-yard line. No trouble making that catch.
That's what these receivers are always looking for, a soft coverage or a hole in the zone where they can break free and wait for the pass to get there.
It's third down.
Well,
See,
at least
again,
he
I
held
just-
on to it.
Well, again, there I was just trying to make some positive yards,
The defense lines up in the nickel. Allen moves
just to
in
make the attempt at the third down thing here a little bit more likely to be successful, right?
Yep.
motion. Dropping back. He's looking. Gets rid of it. And it's caught. The 30.
Because then I can throw something like a tight end flat and pick up some good yards and get a first down. Right?
Well, so you know what? Easily might have put you in that position, but he also came through for you when it counted. Especially when you called his number on something that he's actually good at.
Calling an audible. Mills, the motion man.
I love that.
Oh, I don't have enough time to audible him out.
Oh, well.
First down. Rolls right. Throwing. Number 59.
Oh, man.
See, they totally covered the flat there, right? Like, see this?
Yeah, there's double coverage into the flat.
Basically, they got two guys covering him, and he's got enough of a lead that I suppose I could have tried throwing it to him. But when I see one-on-one coverage deep against anybody, I'm always going to go there, right?
Yep.
Because I like to throw the ball deep, right?
Well, and easily you're really making good use of his capabilities in this game.
Yeah, he's having a good game today so far.
Give it to the halfback.
Ooh, I think I'll just run away from that guy. The Kelvin Allen factor there.
The corner just couldn't get a hold of you there, eh?
Yeah.
Kelvin
I
Allen's
managed-
pretty...
Well, I managed to break a tackle and...
Yep. Well, and again, too, right? Like, Kelvin Allen can actually break tackles as good as some big backs. Like, he's actually a very well-developed player in that regard.
Yeah.
Phenomenal running back. Probably the best player on the team.
Oh, I threw it to the wrong guy again. Damn it.
Read it perfectly with single coverage. The ball was tipped away.
Haven't
Boy.
played football in a while.
Yeah, I'm a little out of practice because
Playing
it's
too
been
much Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah, it's been a week and I'm a little out of practice here.
Ah.
Nickelback in this time. Looking for a receiver. On the move. Clemens.
That made my breath catch a little bit there when I saw that defender turn around, but he didn't have the wherewithal to stick his hand out there.
Yeah, I'm too far away to kick the field goal here, so I'm just going to have to...
This will be his second punt of the game.
With any luck here, maybe we'll be able to pin him deep here.
And he chooses not to
Oh, boy.
Yeah, ref, why don't you just stick your hand up a little bit there?
My punting average so far, my net average is terrible because I've had like 3 punts in the first 2 games do that.
Just want to check here. Did that actually hit the ref? No, it goes through his leg.
Yeah, I don't think it made any difference though, because if it had actually hit him, it would have stayed out of the end zone, right?
Well, see, on that replay we did at the start of this episode, that pass actually went through the ref's head.
Yeah.
Like through the top of his head. So you see a bit of ball clipping here and there in this game.
Yeah.
Refs are somewhat insubstantial, but you can still run into them on the field too. So they can ruin things like your kickoff returns.
Scorpions line up in the bunch formation.
As they did mine that one time.
Dropping back. Pressure.
You got him.
He just held on to that ball too long.
Yeah. Well, he's probably trying to throw a deep pass, right?
Yep. Probably.
And when they do that, just play man under. let him have the 10-yard pass and make him punt.
Nagy comes in motion.
That was such a botched pass route after he ran into me as I got off the line.
Well, they do that thing where they'll run a wide receiver in toward the line and then snap the ball when he's like right behind the tight end.
Yeah, and then they tried to throw it to him.
Yeah, and then they tried to throw it to him, and I'm not sure what exactly they're trying to accomplish there, but half the time he gets jammed by his own player, right?
Here's the kick. From the 46-yard line.
There we go.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a return there. That's nice.
First and 10.
Okay, left tackle.
Number 86. Green.
Okay, well, I guess they made their move to the outside this time, right?
They have to get to the 36 to convert for a first down. Looks like he's changing the play.
Well, this should do it for the first quarter.
Allen.
Again, I got to run away from that guy. Wow.
Wow.
An opening was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole.
Oh, you won't get this off.
No. End of the first quarter.
Break free. One quarter of play, separated by a touchdown. With the score, Kansas City 7, St. Louis 0. And we're ready to start the second quarter. They have to get to the 36 to convert for a first down. Scorpions come out in a nickel package. Looking downfield, guns it out to the left. Perfect throw.
And there's our fifth string wide receiver there.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy pass, though. They totally didn't have the flats covered there at all.
Yep. Yeah, they must have been playing like 4 deep thing.
Calling an audible.
I know they got some plays in there that are like 4 deep zones with 2 hook zones.
Yeah.
And no flats.
Pass play here on first down. Throwing. And it's caught. Curtis records the tackle at the 22-yard line. Jenkins.
But I don't know, it's a wide field out there.
That's one thing this guy does well. Put the ball right in the place where it needs to be.
He sees something in the defense. Number 47, the motion man.
There, it's the same thing again. Did you see what the safety did over there? Oh, look at that. Ran through a... I guess we'll keep him out on the field, eh?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that was just a fluke. It was a third down thing, as you said.
Yeah.
Because he's really not a bad player.
The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's on its way. The point after is good. It now scores 14 unanswered points.
They're doing a good job executing on both the offensive and the defensive side of the ball right now. I'm thinking they're going to keep this run going.
Boy.
Oh, shit.
Man.
Out of bounds. And there's
It's not often that those go out of bounds.
They tried the directional kick, but it
That's
goes
okay.
out of bounds.
The return team
These
is going to
things
have good
happen. They
possession
can't be
after that
helped.
one, and they didn't
Well,
even
see,
have
if
to
we
worry
had a
about
kicker
running
with
back.
decent power, that would have gone into the end zone before it went out, right?
Yep.
It's the toss to the left. Wade makes the play at the 42-yard line. They're trying to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate the pace of the game.
They'll go from the I formation. Steps up into the pocket with the pass.
Oh,
I can't believe that.
yeah.
That was so tight.
Nice
I
read.
can't believe you didn't get a
Receiver
sack
who's in
on that
single
play.
coverage.
Boy, that looked like
The ball is right at midfield.
your defensive end was awfully close there, too.
The backs are lined up in an I. Under
There.
pressure.
He got him that time.
Zach Mack gets the sack.
Yeah.
He always
Zach
covers
Mack
there.
gets the sack.
When he gets to the quarterback, he doesn't let him get away.
Now in second and long after the sack. Drops back, flings it to the outside. Great
Oh,
pass.
he stepped out of bounds. Good thing, too, because you looked like you were a little soft over there.
Yeah, well, I don't cover the flat to the near side of the field sometimes.
Yeah.
So basically, the guy who's on that side of the field is the deep zone guy.
Yeah.
Right? And he's still out there, but he's out there by himself, right?
Yeah.
So he probably would have made the tackle on this play, and you might argue that maybe the man coverage guy breaks off and helps. But, you know, it's a bit more of an aggressive play than what I normally do. But I do that kind of thing sometimes to deter them from taking those short over-the-middle passes constantly.
Well, as it turns out, he didn't have enough field to actually stay in bounds after catching the ball anyway.
Gets rid of it.
Oh, yeah.
Going long.
That's why you run the man under the deep zone.
Yeah, because that receiver had outrun the corner on that side.
Yep.
That was just your safety back there and made the play there.
Well, you know, sometimes they blow their coverage, but if you've got two guys back there, you can stop them from getting a gain on that, right? I mean, that was a pretty good play by the safety, too.
Oh, crap.
But, like, that was a pretty good play by the safety, too, in order to actually get his hands up in there, right? Because he could have at least... the result of that play could have easily been, like, the guy catches it and the safety brings him down instead, right?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that the safety got his hands up there.
Throws it. He hits his receiver.
Well, that was botched.
Yeah.
Big pop that time.
You want someone there to tell you to watch out because he just got decked.
How about that speed? Great individual effort.
Not only did the quarterback show off his strong arm, but the receiver displayed some amazingly soft hands. A great throw with an even better catch is always an easy way to pick up first down.
Jenkins with a man in motion. Calling an audible now.
If I had time, I'd bring the wide receiver over from the other side, but I just don't have time.
Hand it off.
Wow, look at that. Who did not block the defensive lineman over there?
I think everybody didn't block somebody. Oh, no, that's what happened.
Yeah. That left tackle, though, has not been having a good game, right?
Yeah.
Because that's about the second or third time now that he's been either beaten or back in the backfield. You know, like 5 yards back off the line of scrimmage.
Maybe they have a really solid right outside linebacker or a really solid right defensive end.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, there is basically no running allowed in this game, by the looks of it.
Looking downfield with the pass.
Oh, come on.
Can't hang on.
Don't you hate that?
Right there, but he couldn't bring it in.
It looked like he had it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
The lineup of 6 defensive backs. Allen comes in motion. Looking Looking for a receiver. Gets the pass off.
Oh, he tried so hard. You could see him.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get the first down there. I was just trying to get the ball out over our 20-yard line so that I could punt, right? Without having to do the full power punt thing.
Yep. Because that's always risky.
Yeah.
Pump this one away.
Because now I can do this and still get a decent, make them start a decent distance away, right?
Yeah, and you won't end up punting
And I
it out of
won't end up
bounds.
punting it out of bounds at our own 40, right? That makes that's basically a 30-yard punt with no return, right?
Yep.
So they have first and 10 here. The backs are lined up in an eye. Right in motion. Hand it off to the back. Edwards brings him down.
Well, I was there, but Edwards got him first.
Yep.
That's because they're continuing their effort to establish a run game here in the first half.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Hands it off again. Miller stops him at the
Hell, they were trying to make
47-yard
something
line.
happen there.
And they go
Yeah.
on defense with the
You could
run.
really see how it opened up in the middle,
See what
but
the other team is willing to give him on the ground out there.
Ball right around midfield. Sedberry, the lone back, dropping back.
Ah,
with
Cedric
the throw.
Perry.
Oh, there. You had the coverage in the middle, though.
Perfect
Yep.
opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets
I don't think they've even made it over midfield yet.
haven't they? I'm pretty sure they have at least once, haven't they?
No, I don't know.
Offense, they're forced into a 3-and-out.
If they did, it wasn't by very far.
Well, this is turning out to be a much more typical game, except for this punter. This punter is a nightmare.
Yeah, really, look at that. He's going to pin us again, the bastard. Wow. Yeah, their punter's having a good game, that's for sure.
He's their offense.
First and 10.
Well, this is a little wrinkle that I've added in here. Maybe we'll see how this works.
Cross play to the right. Clark. Anderson makes the stop at the 6. They ran it there.
Yeah, that's an
Well, not
important
bad,
part of
but
this team's
you got to keep in mind where you're at on the field too, right?
Second and 9
Yeah.
coming up here.
You're just trying to dig yourself out of a hole here.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it.
Oh, look! Oh,
I'm going to challenge that.
yeah, that's not a fumble.
Yeah.
Well, at least he made the tackle on his own fumble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were right there to jump on the ball.
I don't know. I don't think that's a fumble.
I don't think it was either.
In a possible fumble.
No,
Yeah.
he's so down.
Yeah, that should have been just whistled dead. Right?
I don't know. It's a tough call from seeing that angle.
Yeah.
He takes advantage
No
of the
kidding,
option to
Sherlock.
challenge the play,
Like,
and it
wow.
pays off.
See, that's one of those ones that that would have turned the game around for them, right?
Yeah.
It's first and 10.
Yeah, these guys definitely have been programmed to be anti-run,
Looks like
right?
he's calling an audible.
Yeah, they're crowding. Did you post a lot of rushing yardage last game? I don't exactly remember.
Some.
Going to the air on first down. Throws it.
But then almost everything I tried worked last game, right?
Yeah.
That quarterback rarely throws a bad ball.
Ball on their own 39. Tosses it right to carry it. John, one of your favorite terms right here. I'm going to use it. Boom.
Yeah, but that's worse than a boom.
Well, at least you made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, mostly what I'm doing here is I'm just pretty much,
Trying to eat up clock?
yeah, I'm calling a run play just to try and use up the clock.
Well, if you do that, you'll make my job easier.
And then I'll, like go to a pass basically because I have to,
Come out
right?
in a dime package. Allen, the motion man. Surveying the field. Throws on the move.
Oh! Well.
He always knows where to be, and that time he's...
Well, they're back on the other side of midfield anyway. I don't know. That looked to me like one of those kind of weird scripted things too, where the guy suddenly doubles his speed at the last second.
It's first and
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, with the amount of passes that get thrown, so few of them end up like that.
They line up in the I formation. Kelly
Yeah, they're going to do this again.
Dropping back to pass on first down. It's rid of it.
And then throw the short slant pass.
Yeah.
At the 46-yard line. Kelly zips the ball into the receiver on that one.
Well, it's funny, on paper their defense isn't very strong, but the way that they're playing and the way that things seem to be going in this game so far, it just seems like they're always in the right place at the right time, right?
Yep.
And he hits his target. Caught the pass, but didn't go anywhere.
Well, you were a little loose on the man coverage there, man. Letting that slow-ass tight end get 5 yards.
Yeah, be thankful that that's all they got. It looked to me like it was going to be worse until...
Yeah, well, one of their tight ends is a blocking tight end, right?
Yeah.
But I had full man coverage on the team, on the field there. They just didn't really play that well.
Hand it off.
Oh.
Jones brings him down at the 33. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
He just exploded towards the marker that time. That was a big-time run.
It's first and 10. Only one man back. Throwing on first down. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver.
Well, that was kind of terrible coverage there.
Well, they're running those little short outs, right?
Well, it was the angle that he took after the catch was not very good.
Yeah.
There. Was not particularly impressed by that.
They have to get to the 23 to convert for the first. Only one man in the backfield. They give it to the halfback. Wade takes him down at the 26-yard line.
Travis Wade doing good work.
Yep.
And this is the sixth play of this drive. Inside enemy territory. The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on third.
Well, they tried to be tricky and run the ball.
Yep.
Didn't work, though.
Nope.
That's a great play because he looked like he could have broken out of the pack. Now they just have to kick a field goal.
Well, that field goal's on me.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. They were going to get one sooner or later.
The kick is up. Veteran kicks it through.
No problem for him. Whatever the situation, he'll approach it the same way. Cool and smooth.
Booming kick.
I know, I've just been a little bit off in this game too, right? I've thrown,
from the 4-yard
like,
line.
pressed the wrong button a couple of times and,
Yep.
just been having a rough time.
Well, we still got 14 points in one half of football. You can't be upset about that.
Well, that's kind of a slow day for me, but...
First and 10. Clark dives and brings him down at the 25-yard line. Eight to go. Crosses it out to the right.
Wow, look at that. There's just no blocking over there, right?
At the 25.
Yeah, you haven't been getting any all game.
Third down and long coming up here.
They've just been cranking down more and more and more.
Scorpions come out in a dime package. Jenkins with a man in motion.
Well, let's see if this works again. It did last time. No, maybe not so much this time.
Oh, you're gonna get a
roughing the
second
passer.
chance at it.
Wow, okay.
That's such a rare one.
Yeah.
What happened there? You
I
gotta
don't
take a
know.
look at
Let's
that
see.
replay. Oh,
Can't see it now.
can't see it now. Gotta wait for them to finish doing the penalty thing. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, that was the blitzing DB there, eh?
Yep.
See, that's what happened on this route too. Like, he should have come open faster, but he ran into that blitzing running back, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's rare for them to call a roughing the passer too.
Yeah, look at this now. Somebody's mad over there.
Yep, Vincent. Vincent is sticking up for you.
Yeah.
All right, you got barely any time though, because you got screwed for time on the penalty.
That's okay. I just called this run play here.
Hand it off.
There you go. That's how you move the ball.
At the 47. Fifth play of this drive. They need about 3. Calling an audible. Jenkins sends a man in motion. With the throw, and he makes the grab. Lake with the stop at the 48. And this is the 6th play of this drive. Ball right around midfield. Jenkins with a man in motion.
Running this to the wrong side.
Passing on first down. Gets rid of it, and this pass is completed. Dives and brings
No, I was
Jenkins.
looking for man coverage because I was going to throw to the guy on the left, right? But when they showed me a zone coverage, I had to change my plan.
They need to reach the 38-yard line. Allen comes in motion. He's looking. Rolling left. Closing in.
Oh
Yeah,
man, you
never
could have thrown
mind
it
that.
to Sarah.
Well, the thing is, though, when I look and I don't see anybody, like, I can't look everywhere, right? Yeah, I guess I could have thrown it to him, but I'd already kind of looked in that direction, and there was like a whole mess of players in the way.
So you better hurry this up if you want to have a chance at scoring some points here.
Come on, move.
He's had difficulty stopping them on 3rd down. Looking for a receiver with the pass.
He dropped it.
Pretty hard to catch that though when you're getting pasted like that. You can't blame him.
I don't know. That guy leads the team in drop passes.
Yet he's got a 94 catching rating.
Yeah.
Very shallow punt. Fair catch.
Oh! You know what he was trying to do? He was trying to pick that up so that they could try to run down the field some more, run some more plays.
Yeah, that's the second touchdown this season by Platt.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
just can't understand why you'd want to try to field that.
Yeah, like normally when even in real life, when you see a punt coming down that close like that,
Yeah, it actually literally hit him in the knee.
yeah, it hit him in the knee when he was still waving for the fair catch, right?
You know, I think it's because the AI knows that if that ball lands, we're going to let the time tick while the rest of the team tries to recover it, and that eats into their time, right?
Yeah, well, they're trying to conserve a few seconds to try and get down the field and score, right? It's a super aggressive philosophy, and that's why
You don't
even
do that on
even
punts.
even in a game like this where I'm struggling a little bit, That's why I'm still able to do some of the things that I've done to these guys, right?
Yep.
Lined up for the kickoff.
You know, completing long passes and stuff like that, right? Because they're cranking right down on the run, and they're, you know, doing some unusual things in coverage and that kind of thing.
They're being unreasonably aggressive.
But they're playing so hyper aggressive that when they fail, it's a huge fail, right? Yeah, put the 4-3 out there. They got no wide receivers. They got no speed.
Yeah, but if I put the dime out there and then just back everybody off.
No, but what I'm worried about is if you put the dime out there and they run the ball, they'll run over 3 guys and score a touchdown, right?
Nah, we got the speed.
Gets the call. Matt records the tackle.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the first half.
So after the first 2 quarters of play,
So we got a break on the punt there.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's why you do those kinds of punts, though, right?
Yep.
Anyway, it must be time for the halftime stretch.
Indeed. And we're back.
Yes, and we still managed to amass 21 points in the first half, mainly thanks to a mishandled punt at the end of the first half.
Yeah, well, you know, that guy used to be a punt returner until he took a football in the knee.
we should have a return
Yeah.
from the 10. The home team will start this drive from the 30.
Yeah, it's a little early to celebrate there yet, there, Carswell, but
It's 1st and 10.
Carswell knows we've got this one in the bag.
Running on 1st down, they still lead.
And running is important, but they've got other
Knock on
weapons
not
that can get in
wood.
the end zone.
yeah.
He surveys the field, throws on the run. Perfect pass.
See, look at that. Everything you've thrown in today.
Yeah. Well, when I've been able to get it to him, right?
Al, the head coach had a long talk with his defense at halftime. He believes they can turn things around and come back.
Thing is that they're just not allowing me to have anything on the ground at all, right?
Early on. Back to you, Al.
Thanks for the report, Joe.
You know, any time that I try to run the ball, something goes wrong.
I wonder how big of a role a player like Charlie Clemens is playing in that.
I don't know.
Because, like, he's a tackle machine.
Yeah, he is. Well, I still remember that in one of our side leagues, he got picked up out of free agency by the Leopards or somebody.
Yep.
And he ended up with like 175 tackles in one season, right?
Yep.
Like
He was the only player on the team making tackles.
He was the only player on the team making any tackles, right? Like, it was absolutely ridiculous. But anyway.
Jenkins sends a man in motion.
Okay, just about done moving everybody around now. Eh?
Hand it off.
Oh yeah,
Oh, go Joe Winters.
yeah. And then I got just enough speed to get to the edge.
Makes the tackle.
Joe Winters made that play.
Yeah, that was rather fortunate that because I was kind of outnumbered over here, right?
Yep.
But I guess I'm not sure what that
He's
guy on the
stunting.
outside was doing, but no, he was just moving into the middle like he was playing a spy or something, right?
Oh, maybe.
And maybe he didn't realize that it was see this, right? Or because I'm in the shotgun, the amount of time it takes for the ball to go from the center back to the quarterback. Look how far that guy's moved in already, right?
Yep.
So I think this was some kind of a man with a spy assignment, and yeah, there's the pulling center there, picking up the safety who was coming on a blitz or something by the looks of it.
Back to the game.
But that's okay, I guess. Positive yards on the ground are hard to come by in this game, but we managed to pick up a few.
Hard to come by.
Yeah.
Hard to come by.
Oh, look at this.
Can't get it done on the ground on 1st down, John, but they're still leading in this one.
Some teams manage to get by pretty well without a solid running game. And that's mostly because their passing game is very effective, especially their short passing game.
Passing right.
I got hit while I was throwing that, so it was kind of a dirt throw, but
Defense is real good at putting a quick end to completion.
Well, he just went and got it, though.
yeah, I don't think he's dropped one yet this game.
47 in motion.
Okay, let's watch that linebacker on the outside to the right. Yeah, here he comes.
With the throw,
That's an easy one for Marshall.
Yeah.
Lake makes the stop at the 12-yard line. Jenkins with a hot hand on this run.
And what he's doing is sitting back there in the pocket, seeing everything, making great decisions, and getting the ball to the right guy. He's playing very well right now.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. They're inside the 15. Inside the 20 for the first time today, and we're in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, all my touchdowns have been long-range passes so far, or that punt, right?
Yep.
He hands it off.
Oh my God!
There we
Wow.
go.
That was amazing blocking.
He
Yeah.
just kept his legs churning and moving.
Yeah, suddenly everybody remembered how to play football, right? Wow. Yeah, that was nice. But see, they shifted their line over this way, so normally this play is designed to go to the left because I would expect with 3 tight ends on one side that they would shift everybody to that side, right?
Yep.
So it's supposed to be misdirection where I run to the weak side, but they decided to shift to the weak side instead. And so I've got a tight end on that linebacker there, and I've got a tight end pancaking that corner over there, and then I've got Easley comes up and picks up the safety, and wow, look at
Marshall
that. Eh?
blocks out the other guy.
Yep. So that's what happens when you ignore multiple tight ends on one side of a formation, right?
Yeah, you just can't give the offense something like that.
Kicker lines up for the point.
You can't.
And it's up.
To tell you the truth, like I still have 260 yards passing or something in this game. You would have thought that with the amount of passing yardage I'd amassed so far that the run would loosen up a little bit, right?
Yep. But they've still just been cranking down on it.
Yep.
Well, maybe you'll get 100 yards this game yet.
Oh, now I'm going to kick it out of bounds to the other side.
Well, I think that'll stay in.
Oh, okay. Well,
From the 10.
Wow, Coleman got knocked on his ass from that one. He didn't even get to hit the guy.
yeah. See, I'm alternating sides now because I'm struggling with the kickoffs. So I figured if I kicked it to the other side, if I wasn't so accurate, maybe it would just still stay in, right?
Yep.
They're having no success running on first down.
That's why they're losing.
Oh, I got pancaked.
Yeah, you got pancaked that time.
And he makes the
They didn't get much, though.
Delivered that one with just the right amount of touch.
He's one of those guys who's extremely accurate. with
Yeah,
the
those
pass.
kinds of things happen sometimes, right? Like,
Really have to make any
even I get
adjustments in the
pancaked.
route to come up
happens
with
more
the
often than I'd like to admit.
3 here.
It's just kind of an automatic thing. Like, sometimes you step up to the line and you get pancaked. Just
Yeah.
how it works.
Scorpions line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Pressure coming. Launches
Yep,
it
there they
deep to the
go.
left.
And
Overthrow.
it was an overthrow. Looked like maybe Danny Jones walled that receiver off a little bit too.
A little bit of wide
That
receiver
might have been
interference.
a little bit of defensive pass interference
Yep,
there,
yep.
but it didn't get called.
That's Madden 05. Half the defensive penalties don't get called in this game.
Yeah.
Sedberry lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Sedberry fakes the hand.
Oh, who got him? You or
In there to drag the quarterback down.
I don't know.
And he picks
Or
up
Wade.
the sack.
I think maybe that was Wade.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty close. Well, they're kicking it away now.
Yeah, well, that's the second time in a row they tried to throw a long bomb, right?
Yeah. No, they didn't give you credit for 2 sacks, so that must be
So
Wade's
line up
sack
the punt
there,
after going
Yep.
3 and out.
because you already got one in this game.
Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Yeah, when they started to move that wide receiver, I'm just like, huh, you know what? They're probably just going to try to throw deep on that side.
Yeah.
They give it to the halfback.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, oh,
Across midfield. Jackson is the guy.
nice.
Bring him down at the 37.
Wow, what happened there? See, I sort of see how number 62 there, the right guard, kind of gets pushed backwards, right?
Yep.
And I'm going, well, what am I going to do with that? And then I noticed that there was a defensive player who got cut there by, it looks like Marshall.
Yep.
So I figured I had a little gap there, and then I had, by the looks of it, Parkman was out there on the corner, right?
Yep. Pushing them back 5 yards downfield.
Yeah, and there's Joe Winter, 10 yards downfield, flattening a guy. So there we go. Good run play.
And welcome back. First and 10.
Ooh, 20-yard run.
Set. Black 19. Buck five. Buck five.
Clark. You could hear the collision up here.
He's feeling it right now. Either that or he's numb all over. And that's worse.
They went with a running play.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
Nickel.
Jenkins with a man in motion. We'll get the call again.
Yeah, you're not moving that nickel back over there.
The big run.
Makes the
Yep.
stop at the 20-yard line. Allen picks up the first
Yeah, usually
down.
when they switch sides with the nickelback, I think he's blitzing.
Yeah, but he's still out there to interfere with the run when I'm trying to run to that side.
That's right, because you'd run right into his arms.
So I want to try and snap the ball before they have time to do that.
Yep. Or you'll run right into his arms.
Yeah. Okay, well, I got the line shifted the wrong way here, so maybe I'll try and run around them to the right here.
Hands it off to the fullback. Lake makes the play at the 17-yard line. They're going to keep testing this rushing defense.
The guy seems to get stronger every time he touches the ball.
They need 7.
So you might notice, too, I like to run a lot of counters.
Yep.
There, this is the way that this is supposed to set up. Remember last time I ran this play, I changed it to the right?
Yep.
Well, the idea here is I'm trying to catch the defense all stacked up on the wrong side, right?
Another run.
And then draw
So
them in
that
the
I can
middle so you
do,
can
so
do
I
this.
can do this.
Yep. And Allen is the right guy for that job.
Yeah.
Boy, is he ever.
See, that's what this is supposed to be. It's misdirection to the weak side, because like I'm not sure why they've got 2 guys in the middle here, but I know one of those guys is a man coverage guy on him. And then they've got, like everybody else over here, because I've got all the tight ends on this side, right?
Could be a blitzer or spy.
Yeah. But anyway, when I run the play and take the counter step, it seems to freeze the guy who's covering Allen for a second. And then you see Joe Winter get out there, and he picks up the free safety that looks like he's blitzing or something almost,
Yep.
right? Like he
Yeah, that looked like a house blitz.
That safety reacted so quickly. Look at that. Yeah, they're bringing both of them, right? Like, look at that.
That's a house blitz.
Yeah. And just managed to pick everybody up here, and then...
That guy coming over is the opposite side corner.
yeah, and there's just nobody left.
And we go back to the game.
Well, now we've got our 100 yards rushing all of a sudden, right?
Yep.
We had no rushing yardage at all in the first half, and we got like almost 100 yards in the third quarter.
Number 12 comes in for the extra point. And it's on its way. And
Calvin Allen could be the player of the game this time around,
Yeah, well, bad things happen when you go to the air.
because he's got 2 rushing touchdowns. He's also got a receiving touchdown too,
Yeah.
right?
Good lateral quickness.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that, Chuck Knox playing Santa Claus.
from the 4-yard line.
Bad things happen when you go to the air.
Yep. So we're going to focus on a ground game this year.
Yeah.
It's 1st and 10. They're having no success running on first down.
Stuff like
Oh, I got pancaked again.
Oh, look at that, though. Wow, that guy dropped an interception, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, we had the coverage, that's for
He's got
sure.
all the tools you look for. He just needs to be a little more patient out there.
Well, you've been having a pretty solid game so far. If I hadn't given away some good field position on that one there, they wouldn't have even got that field goal, I don't think.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it.
With the pass, and he hits his target. Thomas makes the play at the 27.
They gave him a pretty generous spot for that.
Throws the ball where only his receiver can get to it.
And that's what makes him so effective. He never seems to make a bad throw. Just about every pass is right on the money. If you ask me, he might be one of the most accurate passers in the league right now. I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
Sedbury setting up play action.
I knew it was going to be play action, and I had all the zones in the middle there, but it just didn't matter.
No, he caught it anyway, even though he was covered.
Double covered.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a defensive lineman drop off there too, right?
Yep, and I had a defensive back sitting there in a hook zone.
Yeah.
So he threw it right into two zones. But it just didn't matter.
Rushing on first down has not worked out for them today. Less than a 2 yard per carry average.
Which is one reason why they find themselves on the short
I
end
went the
of
wrong way.
right now. It's hard to have consistent success.
Fingernail tackle by Danny Jones saves the touchdown.
Yep.
He brings him down. He's got the body control and agility.
Well, that's okay.
to make up
They
for
had
mistakes on
number
the field.
54 back there, too.
Yeah. I don't know, that looked dangerous. The last man back got him.
Yep.
But that's something, though, like when they're this far behind and they run a run play like that, and then it suddenly magically turns into a big gain, like, wow.
Pass play here on first down. Goes over the middle. He hits
Slant
the
pass.
receiver. Number 20 with the stop.
So that's why I line up in that zone coverage with all the dense coverage in the middle sometimes, is because I'm trying to take away that slant pass
Yeah.
for the few times that they actually throw it.
Well, occasionally, though, if you slip that defense in, maybe you'll get an interception or something, too, right? Or,
Occasionally.
Or a dropped interception, at least.
Yeah. That's usually more likely what happens.
Yeah.
Scorpions have been a tough
Yeah, because you
time
don't really
on
recruit
first
defenders
down
for their
today.
catching ability, right?
Completing too many.
Give it to the
I can't get off my guy.
The 30.
Yeah.
Number 52. Records the
Thankfully, we had our safety backer over there.
Yep.
After a nice pickup on
Yeah, he may have
the
missed the tackle on the
Nice job
previous
up
play,
front.
but he made it this
Holding that
time.
block and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
It's first and 10. Scorpions haven't done the job on first down when they've gone to the air.
And when you see that, and then you look at the scoreboard, you kind of get an idea of what they need to do better.
Number 95.
Well, it wasn't exactly a tackle for a loss. I mean, I
Well, it
got
looks like
pushed off the line pretty
Yeah, he
far.
pushed you backwards and then he disengaged from you,
The more he
right?
gets the ball, the better he
So
does.
that, because I think he was probably trying to get downfield and block your safety.
Yeah, probably.
And, you know, like you managed to recover from that and
Scoring range.
shut that down.
They line up in the I formation. Kelly sends a man in motion.
Oh, I got pancaked again.
Throw.
Oh, wow.
Another dropped
Another
interception.
dropped interception, yeah. Throwing it into double coverage in the flat. Wow.
Yeah, you got to be pretty ballsy to do that.
I don't know. But if you ever, occasionally when you see me throw a pass like that, it's because it's a mistake. It's not because I intended to do that, right?
When you convert on third down, you keep three things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field.
Well,
and you keep
there.
your defense resting on the side.
Now they're either going on fourth down or kicking a field goal again.
Yeah, who was that? Ended
That
up
was
getting the
Wade.
sack? Yeah, that was
Again,
Wade.
that's his second
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, he overpowered the running back there. And
Well, it's not a long one, but it's not a chip shot.
no.
This is going to be about a 45-yard field goal attempt.
Like I said, it was going to happen eventually.
And it's up.
Oh, he missed it. Well, I guess the sack was meaningful, eh?
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
first and 10. Jenkins with a man in motion. They'll pass on first down. Throws it. He's on the run. The 40, the 50. You can hear the collision up here.
He's feeling it right now. Either that or he's
Good way to start the drive.
Yeah, we'll start the drive off with a nice gain through the air.
He throws lasers all over the field. He can throw them short. He can throw them long. He can throw them medium. He can throw them anywhere.
The home team have been doing a great job throwing on first down, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
This is what makes our offense so
Well, we don't have
effective
much
sometimes.
choice but to do a great job throwing on first down.
Yeah, because all they do is play the run. Oh,
Yeah.
go Joe Winters.
Records the stop at the 45.
He always gets out there just in the nick of time, man.
Yeah, well, I think it's the acceleration, because he's not, his top end speed is not any greater than most other players in his position.
But he gets up to it instantly.
But he gets up to full speed like instantly, right?
Calling an audible now. Jenkins sends a man in motion. Looking for an
Uh-oh.
option.
I
Oh,
shouldn't
no.
have- Oh, I got away with it. I thought that was a mistake for sure, but
Yeah,
that
I saw
guy...
the safety right there.
Yeah, that guy made the play for the interception and he missed. Right? So I got away with one.
Well, he's trying to turn the game around for his team, because they really would have to score defensively at this point in order to catch up, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So while that's like a bad play, I can understand why a player would go for that in this position at this point in the game.
Going to the air.
I think I got lucky there. I got away. I made a mistake and I got away with it, right?
Yeah, you did, yep.
He found a soft spot
For sure. But hey, you know what?
The thing about a pass like that is it cuts down on the time.
I guess count your blessings while you got them.
Where the
Yeah.
ball's headed.
So at the end of the third quarter, score is 35-31.
It's not 35-31, Al. Where did you learn how to math?
Wait, what? Is that what he
He
said?
said it was 35-31, yeah.
What the hell is he talking about?
Set. Purple. 36.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
Over. Come on now. Let's do this.
There's so many fucked up things that go on in the commentary in this game.
With the pass.
I don't even catch all of them.
Yeah.
You just hear some nonsense coming out of Al's mouth or John's mouth, and it's just like, yeah, okay.
That's a case of your receiver knowing where the marker is.
Sounds
and
good
the
to me.
quarterback delivering the pass quickly.
That's why you look up at the press box at this point, and it's just totally billowing out with smoke at this point, right?
Well, they sure shut that gap down in a
They're
hurry.
not just going to give up on the run, no matter how ineffective it is.
Six more yards and they'll put up 6.
Okay. Here we go. Set.
If they play a cover 2, it could be bad.
Yeah, that's why I'm changing the play here.
Drops back. Throwing on the run.
Because if he catches that, it's a touchdown.
Nice.
Secondary and got open for the touchdown.
And he actually caught it this time.
Yep,
They go over this
unlike
play
most
all the time
times.
in practice. They use it a few times in just about every game. And let me tell you, most of the time it's successful.
See, when I
Like that.
lined up with that particular play, I was kind of expecting a man lock kind of a thing.
Lines up
Yep.
for the point after.
But they,
Really didn't do that to you.
yeah, they didn't show that kind of defense, which is why I made that
Extra point
change.
attempt is good. The home team forward on with another score. The home team are lined up for the kickoff.
Yeah, well, we might have had a little trouble in the first half, but in the second half, we're rolling.
Booming kick downfield. From the 2-yard line to the 20.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it
See,
would.
with Nipper there, I was actually able to beat a blocker.
Expect to see him keep fighting.
So there might be less good tacklers on that side, but that one player, I think, is is a guy. If you can beat a block with him, then it leaves an extra man available to make a tackle, right?
Yep.
Miller with the tackle at the 41 to move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that
Well, they
one
threw that
right
into
on the money.
coverage. But
Yeah,
they got
that was
away with it.
that was kind of throwing it into a crowd. Yeah.
1st and 10. Only one man back. They give it to the halfback, Perry.
Well, Cedric Perry's getting his tackles at least.
Yeah.
But he's been starving for an interception. Or sorry, not for an interception, for
Yeah,
a sack.
he's been having trouble getting into the backfield to get those sacks. He's been cut blocked multiple times in this game too, right?
Kelly out of the gun. He's looking with the pass.
Trying again.
Almost a big
I don't know why they keep going there.
It slipped out of his hand a little bit while he was winding up the throw.
Well, early in the game, it's okay to do that once in a while, but you shouldn't throw those as often as they do. Because then what happens is it makes people like you and me develop our defenses specifically to stop that kind of thing, right?
Yep.
And then what happens is they never work even when you really need one,
They're strong and they're fast.
because they overuse those kinds of passes, right?
Yep. They need to run the ball more.
They need to run the ball more, and they need to throw short over the middle more, because if they forced and even if they did that and started doing that early in the game and stuck with it, what would happen is that they would get more time of possession. Your defense would be on the field more.
Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, your ultimate passing attack looks like this.
Yeah, pantomiming the handoff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure that that's the ultimate passing attack, but anyway, like I was saying, if you stick with that, and basically just work on the run game and work on the short passes over the middle,
You'll open other things up.
you'll open other things up, because if you continually work those kinds of things, eventually the defense has to deal with it, right?
Looks like he's calling an audible. Calling an audible. On the move. And he hits his target.
Holding.
How do you get holding on the pass that goes that quickly? Like, really?
Winter is going to be flagged for holding on that
That's
play.
nonsense.
The defensive guys
Nonsense,
did a good
I
job.
say.
Sometimes
Yep.
the only thing you can do to protect the quarterback is grab hold of somebody's jersey.
After the penalty, it's now 2nd and long.
Well, he is a rookie after all.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
Purple, 19.
Dropping back, surveying the field. Throws on the move.
I love that.
Lake makes the play.
Well, you just have to wait for that curl, like that flat zone guy, to back off, right?
It's because it's part of the reason why you see this behavior too, is he's not playing a hard flat, he's playing a curl flat, so he's splitting the difference between
Yep.
those two guys.
See, and I can't throw it now, I can't throw it now, I can't throw it now, and everybody else is covered pretty much downfield, right? I could maybe throw it to this guy, but, like I'm still waiting, and the protection's pretty good. There's nobody anywhere near me, so I can afford to stand there and wait and shuffle around a little bit and that kind of thing, right?
Yep.
And then by the time that linebacker drops
So let's
off,
pick up the action.
well, then I've got plenty of room
Ball on the
to
own
run
47.
after I catch the ball too, right?
Scorpions come out in a nickel package, directing traffic.
Go, 36. Stay home, Mike.
With the throw, perfect pass. Curtis is the guy who's there to bring him down. At the 34, the home team get the big strike again for their 2nd long third down conversion on
Well,
this drive.
managed to overcome the big penalty that time.
Nickelback in this time. Calling an audible. Jenkins with a man in motion.
Black, 64.
Hopefully I got enough time to get that audible away.
Throwing on 1st down. Gets rid of it. And this pass is
Easy.
complete. Bennett takes him down at the
Yeah, that guy
47-yard
reacted a
line.
little bit
They
quicker
throw it
than usual, but even so, he was far enough out of position to start with that there was no way he was going to stop that, right?
Let's get back to the action on the field. 1st and 10. Scorpions come out in a nickel package, changing the play now.
Check two. Check two. Threat.
Walt records the stop.
Well, in a way, you might have gotten more yards from getting tackled in that fashion.
Yeah, well, that guy slipped off of the block there so quickly, too, that it's...
Man, our stadium's starting to look like we're the Comets out there.
Yeah, everybody figures we've got this well in hand, so they're just going home, right?
Sends a man in motion.
Beating the traffic.
Mike, cover, Mike.
Looking for an option with the
Yeah, I
throw.
kind of figured
Great
that
throw.
might be open because it looked like I had them outnumbered on that side, right?
Yep.
Once again, he makes it happen while on the move.
He's one of those
He's
guys
been
who
having a
doesn't lose his
fantastic
accuracy
game.
or touch when
Yep.
he decides to
Well, I
throw
did
it
design
without
this
setting
offense
his
to make a
feet.
bit more
He'll
use of
shuffle
the
and
tight
he'll
ends
move
and
it.
particularly
When he sees the passing window open up,
easily.
get it out of there pretty quickly.
The defense lines up in the nickel. He sees something in the defense.
64.
He'll pass on 1st down. Gets the pass off, and this pass is completed. Rhodes is one of those receivers who always seems to find a way week after week to get open, and that's his 4th catch today. And this is the 8th play of this drive.
Well, you know what? In spite of all the drops, I guess Rhodes also has 4 catches today. So you know.
Actually, he hasn't dropped one yet. It's Mills that is the problem.
Oh, is it Mills that has the drops?
Yeah.
64. Which one?
Dropping back, gets rid of it, and it's complete. Curtis with the tackle.
Uh-oh, he's hurt.
17-yard line. So he looks to be okay, but he'll have to come out for
that's
at least
not
one
good.
play.
Best hands on the team. You can't.
Honestly, I don't think it's much of a tragedy, though, because I think the next up guy can also catch pretty good.
Well, the next up guy
It's Herman, I think.
is Herman, yeah.
And he can catch pretty good. It's only once you get down to Coleman that the catching starts to slip, but even Coleman can catch not bad. The more experience they get, the more they'll catch the ball, right?
Allen goes in motion.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, Herman is in there as the wide receiver on that side.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Throwing. And he makes the grab.
Go,
And he
Marshall.
slips out of bounds at the 9-yard
Yeah, I
line.
kind of like the tight end flat thing,
On the
right?
mark.
It actually works
He just
pretty well.
looked up and whack, the pass was right there. Those are the kind of passes
See, you've been missing out on it. Those tight end flats, man. Although I tend not to throw them as often as you do, but yeah, they're a great pass.
This is the 10th play of this drive, and they find themselves in scoring range.
Set.
Okay, well, I guess we'll give that a try. I know
They're wide.
they're wide, but
They give it to the
what
halfback.
can you do? Yeah.
Well, Parkman got the block, he just didn't get it in
Wasn't able
time.
to get
Yeah.
anything going
Yeah,
on the
that
play.
corner contained me a little there so that I couldn't get away.
Yeah, it's really kind of amazing that Parkman got the block there at all.
In certain situations, you can anticipate the play
I haven't
call.
run this play yet
Stop the
today.
play before it even gets started.
Okay, looks like
Here's
he'll be
Jill
back
Arrington
pretty
with the
soon.
injury report.
I was able to talk to the team doctor, and he indicated
Yeah,
that it
haven't
is a
run this
minor
play
injury.
yet today,
They
so
expect
let's
he'll
try
take a
this and see
series
how
or
it
two
goes.
off, then return to the field.
All right, Jill, thank you for the update. Under pressure, he surveys the field.
Reset
Okay.
the blitz.
Yeah, I was in the middle of the throwing motion too, right?
One of the
But
best in the league.
Yeah, he's
obviously
one
I
of those
couldn't
guys
get
who's
the
been
pass
playing for a
away
while
before
now.
they got me
Let me tell you, he might never be better
because the
than he
receiver
is
was
right now.
open.
Number 12 will try to
well.
come through with the field goal here. And it's up. Boy, he really got into that one, easily clearing the crossbar.
Guess we got to give him some work too once in a while, right?
The home team are ready to kick this one off. He got all of that one.
Yeah, well, you know, he won't get that amazing kick power from
the 4-yard line.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Following a punt on their last
Well,
drive,
I mean,
the
that
offense
develops
now
his
makes its way
accuracy,
back
though,
out
too,
onto
right?
the field.
So it makes it a little easier to kick those medium to long field goals. And then we can work on the kick power in the off-season in training camp. I think one more season, if we have a good training camp
They
for
line up
him,
in the I formation.
then
Kelly
he'll
sends
have
a man in motion.
good enough kick power to probably reliably kick a
First down.
50-yard field goal. Oh!
Catch is made.
See
That was
that?
crap coverage.
He played for the he played
37-yard line.
like he basically took a high risk
That was quite a
attempt
throw.
there.
Yeah,
right?
you should have just let him catch it and tackle him.
Yeah. Or try to hit him, right, and make him drop it or something.
Yep.
Right?
First and 10.
But I don't know, these things happen sometimes. It is what it is.
The backs are lined up in an I. Gets the pass off. Miller makes the tackle at the 42-yard line. Sharp.
Still got the safeties
Good
back
job
there
finding
playing deep
the
zone.
open area in
Yep.
the coverage, and that's his third catch. 5 yards to go. Kelly with split back. Closing in with the pass.
Well, I mean,
man.
in his defense, he is a defensive lineman, right?
Yeah, that's true. He's got that means that he has no hands.
Yeah.
And here's what they've been able to do so far.
It's
Yeah,
league
like-
regulation that if you're a defensive lineman or offensive lineman or whatever, you have to dip your hands in oil before each play.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Sidearm.
Stops midfield.
Well, I had the man coverage there, but I was playing a bit of a cushion, so it is what it is.
Well, I don't think they're going to be forging a comeback anyway.
It's first and 10. Kelly starts out of the shotgun, throws it, and he makes the grab. He'll feel that one tomorrow.
Love that the defensive end is back there to help with the tackle.
The
Try
first down
this.
marker is just inside the 40. Kelly using split backs. Pressure coming, slings it across.
Yeah,
Zach Mack playing deep zone. Eh?
that's right. That's why you play deep zone in the middle with your defensive end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. He's just.
Yeah, that's that sort of deepish post that fits in between the safeties, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's the deep post that fits in between the safeties, and it looks like the man coverage guy there really blew his assignment.
Yeah, well, they're not really very good cover guys, those man coverage guys
And
anyway.
we go back to the game.
You know, like a lot of those posts and crossing routes and things, like I've noticed that your defenders get beaten on those in man
2-minute
coverage, and it's
warning
the
coming up.
guys that are helping out in the zones usually that stop those plays, right?
Yep.
Pressure, gets rid of it.
Oh, there you go. Cedric Perry to pass defender.
Was in
Yeah.
perfect
He's no
position
longer the
enough
quarterback's
to catch
nightmare.
That's just great positioning.
But
by
he's
the
a good
defender.
pass defender now.
Well, he's
apparently.
off to a slow
Backfield the
start
whole
this
time,
season,
and
that's
he
for
was
sure.
Right there to break the play up.
Yeah, but he is, if I recall, he has some significant number of pass knockdowns this season. Maybe that's just how the season's going to go for him.
Here's the punt.
Come on.
Wow. Okay. Funny.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Set. Orange, 64. Get him down. Black, 36. Hut.
Pass play here on
Uh-oh.
first down. Big sack. Scorpion. Tackle him in the end zone.
I
First
wasn't
safety.
expecting them to do that. Oh well.
It is what it is.
Well, get set for the free kick. Here's the free kick. From the 21. Loses one tackler.
Oh, look at this. Oh, they got it back.
What are the chances?
Yeah. I couldn't get control of it. It was already over by the time I could get control of a player to try and... Oh, now they're going to review the fumble. Because they must have lost a yard on it or something, right?
And since we're in the last 2 minutes, that's a call.
I don't think so. I think the guy is laying on the ground and then the ball comes back to him. Maybe he gained a yard or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Completely pointless challenge.
Yeah, really. It isn't going to make any difference in the grand scheme of things, I don't think. But it wasn't a fumble after all.
But now we understand the reason.
You have to give it to these officials. Their job's not
They're just
easy.
trying to protect his
Sometimes they make mistakes.
average.
See,
Yes.
their punter is actually really good because you know what? That's 3 or 4 times in this game that he pinned us at about the 5-yard line, right?
Going to the air on first down. Under pressure with the throw. In and out of his hand.
That's just a drop.
Time is working against them.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to keep going to the air, but it might be a little too late.
And that time they were sneaky too, because usually you can tell if they're sending that extra zone defender out there.
Closing in, throws it. This one falls incomplete. Got the coverage he was looking for, but a great defensive effort forces the incomplete pass. Backing off. Calling an audible now. They'll go from the shotgun. Kelly with a man in motion. Pressure coming with the pass. Goes down and gets it right. Doesn't get enough to convert.
Oh, they're going to go on 4th down by the looks of it. Hurry up offense. Empty backfield. There he is. There.
Look here, this is not what a quarterback is supposed to do on 4th down. It's your last shot. You're going for
Yeah.
it. At least throw it up there and give your guy a shot.
Cedric Perry says
Sack
hi.
is definitely not what you're looking for here.
See, normally in this situation I'd do this, right? Because it's obvious that they've got a guy who could be playing a flat zone out there.
Gets rid of it. And he can't hang up. Strange call throwing it here, John, because most of the time you'd see a run in this situation.
But that might be exactly why.
Oh, Al is shit talking your play calling.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, though, when they line up everybody on the line, what's the point in running, even if you are playing with the lead, right?
Comes in
Yep.
motion.
I
Directing
mean,
traffic.
then all you're going to do then is just, like run into the pile and run for a loss kind of thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, this is what I like to do if I've got enough time, right?
Allen. Lake stops him at the 33-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play.
Five yards to go.
Oh, look at that. He's got 100 yards in this game.
Nice. See, I told you he'd probably get like 100 yards in this game.
With a man
Yeah.
in motion.
He just waited until the second half to do it.
You know, maybe him and the offensive line were having a bit of a disagreement with each other or something.
Throws it. And it's caught. Anderson with the stop at the 21. Jenkins really put his body into that throw.
That ball could have been shot out of a gun with the velocity it had on it.
Ball on the 21-yard line. Calling an audible now.
Not really showing me too much there, so I guess I'll just...
I'm going to guess that linebacker's going to shoot through that gap.
Yeah, but I'm going to go to the side where I've got the most blockers when they show me a neutral alignment like this. So we'll just see. This is going to be pretty much the last play of the game anyway, so...
Hand off to the tailback.
Oh!
Breaks.
Oh!
Stops him.
Almost.
Allen with a nice run and picks up the first down.
Well, now we're going to have to kick a field goal here because we don't want our red zone offensive scoring percentage to be,
Jenkins wanted some time to
marred,
sort things
right?
out.
Oh, you might miss the field goal.
Maybe, but at least I can try it.
True. Yeah.
And I made sure that the clock will be at 0 regardless of whether I make this or not. So
About a 28-yard field goal here as they line up for the kick. The kick is up. No
And that's
hesitation
game.
by the
Yep,
coach
that's
there.
the
He's
game.
Rewarded by his kicker's second successful attempt. And the clock runs out. The final score is Kansas City 48.
So there you go. I had to use the pass to open up the run today.
Sports,
Yep.
Madden and Jill Arrington. This is Al Michaels.
Well, that was a
saying goodbye.
reasonably good game.
Yeah. I don't know. Had a few hitches for me, but if we were playing against a better team, we might have been in a little bit of trouble.
Ah, you did fine. You really pulled it together in the second half, too.
Well, I
Right,
did.
you still scored like 42 points on these guys by yourself.
Yeah. Well, let's see how things turned out. Yeah, we got 131 yards on the ground and 392 yards passing.
Yeah, and I crunched down on their yardage total.
Yeah, you were very stingy in this game, actually.
That's how the game usually goes
Like I
for
said,
me.
all 5 points that we allowed were my fault.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it.
If it wasn't for a couple of bad plays on my part, you pitched a shutout in this game. So there you
Yeah,
go.
this is how these games usually go for me. Is I usually just crunch right down on their
Yeah, you didn't even
Yardage.
allow them to get into the red zone today, right? Like
Yeah,
I said,
you know.
I think they only crossed midfield like twice.
I let them get into my definition of the red zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your definition of the red zone starts at the 40-yard line, though, right? So yeah. Anyway, here we go. So I threw an interception today, but I also threw 3 touchdown passes and threw for 406 yards. Completed 80% of my passes, even that interception, that was a bit hokey because, in my mind, when you're throwing that kind of a route, and suddenly the defender, who's a couple of steps behind the receiver, suddenly accelerates so that he's in a position to make a play on the ball like that.
Yep.
That's a bit of a Madden hokey dice roll thing, right? Like I don't think I threw a bad pass there. That was just one of those Madden cheese things, right?
Yeah, well, it happens every now and then, right? Like they were doing everything they could, especially with that other fumble in our end of the field that
Yeah.
you challenged.
Yeah. So anyway, Calvin Allen averaged 7.5 yards per carry, which is pretty good.
Yeah, he really picked up there.
We had a little bit less success running with the other 2 guys, but
That's okay.
and there we go, spreading
Easily.
the ball around though. Like I don't really have a single favorite receiver.
Yeah, but look at Easley, man. He was
Everybody-
the star of your game.
Yeah, everybody gets a chance to catch the ball, right? Yeah, well, he did lead the team in receiving yardage today. Oddly enough, he did not get a touchdown, though. And Golston dropped a couple, Allen dropped a couple, Rhodes dropped one. So there you go. And defensively, Travis Wade was piling up the sacks today. Hey?
Yep. Yeah, well, I kept lining up on that side because they kept lining up their tight end on the other side, right? But, it looks like we spread the tackles around. I got 3 tackles myself.
Yeah, you had a good day playing defensive tackle today.
And I got a tackle for loss. Wade got a tackle for loss. Wade got 2 sacks. Perry got a sack. Mac got a sack. I got a sack. We got a lot of sacks in this game. 5 sacks.
Yeah.
No interceptions. A couple of dropped ones. Mills had 3 knockdown passes. Nipper had a few because they kept testing him deep. Wade had a few. Even Cedric Perry had one. with the fumble recovery.
Yeah, I think that's the because he's on the punt coverage team. I think that's the second one, right? Because I think in either week 1 or week 2, I don't remember which, we had one like that too.
Yep.
And he picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start subbing in the second stringers so that they can get a bit more experience.
Well, we pretty much shredded them today. Yeah. Oh, look at that. He completed 51% of his passes.
Yeah, he still managed to complete 51% of his passes, man.
Yeah, but with that small passing yardage total, though, I think a lot of his passes were short, right? Like he was throwing short passes quite a bit.
You know, he tried a couple of bombs and it just didn't do anything for him.
Yeah. And running, well, you know what? They did about as well as anybody usually does against you on the ground. And, so there we go. Tackling, well, cornerback, safety. They only got five tackles for a loss.
Charlie Clemens got 6 tackles in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, he is a
tackle
factor.
machine.
Yeah, and he also got a sack too. I got sacked 3 times. Yeah, he's a good player, right? He might be like, you know, having to use a walker when he leaves the dressing room to go home, but when he's out on the field there, you know, because he's an old man.
Yeah, he's a tackle machine.
He's probably just about the oldest player on this team too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was old when we started the franchise.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, I gave up a rare safety, right?
Oh, it happens. I mean, you didn't really have a lot of options there either. There wasn't much you could do about it.
No, because when I looked to the right and it was covered, and I looked to the left and the tight end was covered too, right? So I just basically ate the ball there. Anyway, here we go. Calvin Allen is the player of the game this time. See, he's got over 100 yards receiving, and he had 100 yards rushing.
Yep.
Or no, he had 66 yards receiving. But anyway, there we go. Week 3 is in the books. Can hardly wait to see who we play in week 4.
Ha!
Anyway, until then,
I'm RecV5.
and I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.